You again. Any luck in old Lady Surrey's tomb?
He places his hand on the artifact, and it drones in its strange language. Adan, Shvalandumora Vavur Rivilis, Awanu Ari, Demchu Shan. The object continues. Sarden Menia Veet Feln, Dom Trisval Veet Evdekais.
It's true then. Anathema, within reach. Tell me, is this all there was? There weren't any other curios in there? Amazing, but not unexpected.
He breathes a long, lugubrious sigh.
It's time I leveled with you. This is the hand grip of the fabled anathema. A sword capable of annihilating anyone, even a divine. Imagine it, holding in your hand a force that could wipe away sun and shadow. A sword of life and death, miracle and sin. A sword of atonement. I can restore anathema to working condition, but this is only half of it. We still need the blade. How fortunate that the hilt has already told us where to find it. Blood Moon Island. Isle of Vaults, yada yada yada, Priest Surrey, and so on and so forth. Wow. And it even revealed an exact location. I'll mark it on your map. An exorcised demon living in a sword of glass. The hilt was brought here by one of the many Surreys. Not surprised. None of them sound too bright. I can't imagine having even half a demonic sword around was very healthy for that feeble-minded family. They probably winced whenever a black cat came around. Well, you may not always have the smarts, but you've sure got the spirit. Blood Moon Island awaits, my friend. It's a bit of a jaunt, but this gives me time to prepare my workspace. We'll catch up in the Lady Vengeance, yes?
Tarquin doesn't wait for an answer. His attentions are already turned elsewhere. The name upon the old grave marker can no longer be made out. The spirit sings a long-forgotten tune in a long-forgotten language. One, it seems, with the ever-revolving wheels of space and time. The spirit sings a long-forgotten... The all-consuming fires rage nearby, and still the spirit sings quietly on. The all-consuming... The spirit cannot speak.
It's hard not to feel some pride. I watched an elf spend hours trying to force his way into a lizard's chest. Eventually, he threw it into the flames, but still it sits there. He did not leave empty-handed, unfortunately. I pity the poor salamander that he dragged back to his ghastly home.
The spirit does not respond to your presence. The chest before you is covered in old ancient empire pictograms. You consider trying to find some lockpicks in your bag, but look, you hear a deep rumbling from inside the chest. The chest responds, but you still can't understand it. It's a lizard dialect, all right, but it sounds ancient. The only word you can make out is Zara, a common name back in the ancient empire. The chest refuses to open. The all-consuming fires rage. The roots of a great ancestor tree reach from deep underground to the surface above and beyond. But this tree feels tainted. You are a scion of the elves. The mother tree demands your blood. You do not have a choice. She has a plan, and you must serve her with your death. But then you hear a voice, a friendly whisper from beyond. The voice knows you, grateful. You at last he... The spirit does not... The spirit does... The creature barely...
We died glorious deaths.
We were picked off by spies. There was no glory and no point to it either.
We are an inspiration to our people.
I'll never come anywhere near here again, Master Riker. I swear it.
He cringes and clasps his hand together in a desperate display of contrition.
We showed them. Yes, we did. We showed them how to die. We'll win this war yet, brother. We'll win it yet.
If you're looking to fight, I can use the help. If you're looking to chat while enjoying the view, then bugger off.
Seems like the only work these days is in fixing weapons. This will do. Seems like the only work these days is in fixing weapons.
I'm on watch here. Keep your mouth...
wearied paladin strips equipment from the bodies of the dead, singing softly to himself. He looks you up and down, then nods a greeting.
Oh, pity you just arrived. We could have used adventurers like you in that last fight. We're short-handed, deserters, if you can believe that. Abandoned their post and wandered off into the wastelands. Left their friends here to die. It's a shame. We think alike, you and I. See the captain, adventurer. He'll put some work your way.
A senior paladin sits hunched over a tattered map. He registers your presence, sits back in his chair, taps his fingers on the map.
Who are you, and who sent you?
He appraises you with a look, then grimly grins.
I think I've heard about you. Didn't you free the Meister from the gallows in Driftwood? Then I may well have a job for you, if you're interested.
He taps a finger on the map on the table.
Here, in the Black Pits, are White Magisters. Their operation is shrouded in mystery, and this pricks our ears. We are gravely concerned. We believe the White Magisters may have strayed into the darkness. We suspect that Dallas herself and her master Vriedemann are the inspiration for these dark endeavors. Look under the white veil of secrecy and report back. How much do you want? I have fewer paladins to pay, so I have ready gold. But there are limits.
He thinks on this.
It's a hefty amount. But for a job well done, we can stretch to it.
He offers you an item. A whistle-like device sits nestled in your hand.
When you're ready, send a war owl. Be careful out there. It's a dangerous place these days. And I'd like to think I'll hear from you again. And, adventurer...
He looks you in the eye.
Don't get caught.
Halt, traveller, if you please. Who goes there? Ha! If you're looking for adventure, east's the way to go. It's a void-woken hellhole over there, sorcerer at work. Powerful one. Of course, you could wait for the Magisters to sort them out. You'll be waiting. Holding the fort like we always do. Usually the fort in question is bigger than this one, but you do the job in front of you, don't you? Seems someone high up doesn't trust the Magisters to do their jobs out there. What should you expect beyond the bridge? Expect sorcery of the highest order. Expect Void-woken, bigger and badder than you've ever seen. Expect the void. Expect to die. Go on through, adventurer. We won't stop you. You still hanging around? And here's me thinking you were looking for adventure.
Heading east? If I were you, I wouldn't. You look tough, but you ain't tough enough. East'll be your funeral. The rolling pastures of Paradise Downs ain't paradisical no more.
You've hit a nerve. He looks away.
Ain't none of your business why I'm still here.
He can't look you in the eye.
I left my girl out there, alright? Sally and me got split up, and I said we'd meet up here. And I ain't going back out there looking for her. You can judge me all you want. I ain't ashamed.
He nods, but the shame pricks him, yet he still can't look you in the eye.
You ain't seen it out there. You'll find your own limits quick enough.
He turns away.
I shall not mourn till war is done. I shall not weep while blood still runs. I'll hold my tears when we.
He looks up from his map.
Who shall avenge you, darling one?
I notice that I...
A weary paladin strips equipment from the bodies of...
Halt, traveller, if you please. Who goes there? Ha! Holding the phone. What should you... Go on
Heading east?
You've hit a nerve.
Ain't none of your business why I'm still here.
He can't look you...
I left my girl.
He nods.
You ain't seen...
He turns away.
Careful. Spotted a trap.
Who shall avenge you, darling one?
The paladin sends arrow after arrow into the trees. She whips her head and fixes you with an intense look.
They're coming. That, my friend, depends on your definition of okay. There's Voidwoken out there, and they're coming for us.
She turns back to the forest, her bow held ready.
I guess I can be okay with that.
I shall not mourn till war is done. I shall not weep while blood still runs. I'll hold my tears
For a moment, I thought you were our reinforcement. You here to lend a hand? Glad to hear it. Carry on, and all the luck of the gods to you.
Four deer stand in formation near a crumbling altar. Three stags, fawn-coloured and hearty, gaze cloudy-eyed at a great black skeleton glowing an eerie green.
Now.
Now. Now.
The three fawn-coloured stags shake their antlers. The clouds clear from their eyes.
Huh?
What? Where are we?
You vermin. Always treading where you are least wanted. Is it really dead? I feel I've got a tumbleweed where my thinker nut used to be. If you hadn't come when you did, I might be like that thing. Thank my lucky antler you came when you did.
I don't mean to fawn, but without you, that thing would have... Well, I don't know, but I'm glad I didn't find out. I feel like I could eat a whole bloody cow.
The stag nuzzles you, its soft, downy snout pressed into your side.
Snuggle friend, thank you.
The ancient altar before which the deer crowded sits stark in the dappled forest light. Something about it draws you in. It seems to emit a faint, pleasing heat. The air stirs, as though someone had appeared and taken a seat upon the altar. A voice rises around you, its source unclear. Fractured whispers surround you. God woken. The word flutters against your ear. You are my champion. You, a jolting sensation pierces your heart. As the shock fades, you realize you've absorbed a modicum of source, seemingly from the air around you. The whispers shuffle away and the air shifts. Whatever was here a moment ago is gone now.
Go no further. We are at ritual. Do not disturb us.
Wood to wood, burst to burst.
The elf shakes his...
This place is not for you.
Blood
You may not enter. Leave. Go no further. We are at ritual. Do not disturb us.
The elf shakes...
This place is not for...
earth to earth, wood to wood, burst.
What's this? I found something.
It's true what the old miss told me. Victor, she said, you can't gamble forever. It's only a matter of time before your luck runs out. Bless her heart.
The shaggy dog keeps his distance, wary eyes sizing you up as his hackles rise.
You run away. Everyone here run away. All run from something. I knew. All runaways round here. I ran away from bad man. Very bad man. Man wanted to make me spider food. I know. I can sniff good and bad. Riker bad. Bad man. So bad. I liked his house. Big garden of stones. Lots and lots of bones to dig. Good, tasty bones. But when I sniffed him, how he is for true, I ran and ran and ran.
He paws a few tentative steps closer and sniffs all around you, nose wrinkling with concentration.
Smell of runaway inside you. Maybe the runaway not good, but you good.
He bounds forwards and licks your face effusively. His breath stinks of graveyard clay and ancient bones. Immediately, you feel an allergic reaction developing on your cheek, hot red blotches spreading in an angry rash. The dog scurries away to sniff about the area, leaving you with his approval and an itchy face. A man paces back and forth, puffing anxiously on a pipe. His face is creased with tiredness. The faint coppery hue of dried blood stains his hands. He sees you.
If you're looking for healing or the like, then you'd best look elsewhere. My plate is full for now.
The man chomps on the bit of his pipe, generating a small cloud of nervous smoke. Finally, he plucks it from his mouth and clears his throat.
I came by a new patient, a young woman, very troubled. I'll do what I can for her, but I'll need to concentrate. And that means...
He gestures with his pipe for you to leave.
I'm still trying to figure that out. She seems afflicted with some sort of rabidness. It makes her difficult to approach and nigh on impossible to treat. I had no choice but to lock her in my cellar, for her safety and my own. This isn't someone with a broken leg who needs to be held still. This is serious and dangerous. I doubt you could help. Fine. You can help. Take this key and go to the cellar. I'll join. Just be careful. I wasn't jesting before. She was already a powerful sorcerer by the looks of things. But whatever it is that's happened to her, it's left her dangerous. Got to come up with something. Can't keep her locked up forever. What could have done this to her? Got to come up with something. Can't keep her locked up forever. Need to get closer.
Across the cellar, a shape bearing some resemblance to a woman lurches around to face you. It utters a marrow-curdling gurgle.
She senses us. Be calm and quiet. No sudden moves. Be careful. If you alert her, she'll...
Another gurgle, sharper, angrier. Then the sound of rapid footfalls rushing towards you.
I'll yield to none.
Poor thing. The gods must be in a bad humour to let this happen to her.
He fishes out his pipe and tries to spark it alight with some flint. His trembling hands make it difficult work. He shoves the pipe back in his pocket.
To hell with the gods. I'm going to see what I can learn from this poor girl before I give her a proper burial. Maybe it'll help me save the next one. Well...
He rolls up his sleeves and produces a surgeon's knife.
Only one way to find out. Leave me be now. What is this? Something lodged inside her. In her head. Shame that poor girl couldn't... Some sort of... Oh, I'm going to get back to my usual work now. Maybe it'll help me take my mind off things. If you're after a healing or a spot of... All right. Hold still.
What's that? It sounds like there's a battle unfolding nearby.
It's a shame that poor girl couldn't be saved. But at least I've learned what happened to her. Some sort of maggot was planted inside her skull. It was twisting her mind, warping her body.
Oh, I can't fathom how someone could do that to another person.
I'm going to get back to my usual work now. Maybe it'll help me take my mind off things.